Hello. Hi there. It has been the normal amount of time since our last session. Now, I would like to let everybody know, to those watching the stream, to those watching the VOD, to those watching this anywhere else. I don't know where else you might be watching this. But today is not a usual stream. This is not following what happened last session. This is a one-shot. A one-shot that I don't want to say is like near and dear. It's nothing like that. It's just a normal one-shot. But it's a one-shot that I... Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna do it this way. Sorry, I'm trying to get out a tweet for the session, so I have to do it a little bit differently. So let's get that. No. There we go. So, yes, today is a very special one shot. It is the first one shot for this I don't want to say season. For the campaign, this is the start of the first one shot of the campaign, where we keep the same characters, but they're gonna be going through some interesting stuff as well. For the most part, they are going to be going somewhere very different, encountering new things, things that I don't think is in the D&D modules or whatnot. I don't care. And I want you to take a guess as we get through the first couple minutes of the session, what you think this session is about. For those who are watching this, comment down below what you think this session is about before you get to where you get told what it's about. So yeah, you got a couple hints around the video. You'll have a couple hints for the titles. I think one player might know what the session is about, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna let the players know that we'll be starting soon, and yeah, let me just let them know. So yeah, like I said, this is a one-shot for the spooky season since it's almost Halloween. We have like a couple days left, or a couple more days before it's Halloween. I think by the time this VOD goes out, it either will be two more days before Halloween, or it's going to be the day of Halloween. Either way, happy Halloween to those who celebrate. Happy Samhain, I think is how you say it. I haven't said the name in a while. But yeah, happy Samhain to my pagan friends and folks who celebrate that. And happy whatever you celebrate on Halloween, especially to those who do not celebrate Halloween. Have fun having candy, I guess. Or whatever you choose to do. It's completely up to you what you choose to do. And especially if you were watching this stream, it's very nice for you to follow and watch. Obviously, I can do a little bit of plugging if need be. I usually do that at the end, so I'm not going to do it right here. But thank you to those who are currently following or might follow during the stream. Thank you to those who comment. Thank you to those who like, heart, whatever. But thank you so much for all the love to this campaign, to this channel, to us as the players and the DM. I very much adore you. So yeah, let me get a couple more things kind of set up real quick. I need to find some spooky music. Ooh, that one actually will work. I just have to check to make sure that it's okay to use because copyright is a bitch and a half. So as long as I can safely play this, I think it should be. Has a couple. Oh no. Let me try to see if I can find any other kind of spooky music. I mean, we got ominous music. I guess that could also work. We'll try that. So, let's go and meet the players. Aw, look at them. Look at them. Hopefully I got the names right. I actually have to adjust myself real quick. My little avatar. Yeah, that's about center. I know the moon's not centered, and that's going to annoy me, and I had not fixed it. So, oh, I see typing. I'm not gonna do it just yet. But I see some typing. Let me get a little bit of this ominous music going a little bit. Okay. Okay. It is the players.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
And a Merry Christmas to all.
It's not Christmas.
It is not even November.
Happy Easter also.
That's not even close enough.
Happy New Year.
Oh my goodness.
Happy summer solstice.
Happy
Oh.
birthday to someone, probably.
Yeah,
It is someone's birthday.
it is.
It is.
Someone's in the world. There is someone in the
Okay.
world who has a birthday
I literally
today.
know 2 people whose birthday it is today.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh?
I'm not saying, obviously, because I'm not doxing myself, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reactives.
Yep.
oh
Fine.
shit, reactives.
I've got
You're
mine
all good.
done. Leanne may be
There we go.
having audio issues, I think.
Okay.
No.
We can definitely make it work. Let me. Because I still have to readjust the size. I hate. Oh my goodness, this is gonna annoy me that it's not perfect. Just stop being so correct. Stop it. Oh, it's gonna annoy me. I'm literally fighting with the profile picture and how Twitch is like, not Twitch, OBS is just like, oh, do you want it like this far or this far? And it's like, no.
Is the mic working?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yay.
Hi.
There we go. That will kind of work. It's not perfect all the way across.
The
but
not canon one shot. I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
yes. I
Yay.
think the only canon parts are most of the lore. Like most of like what you guys will learn is canon, like not by like you guys know it later on, but it's more just like you know it
Canon to
exists
the
now.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The events,
We, the players, know it exists.
yeah, you guys will know it exists, but the events of this is not canon.
Valid. I get you.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Since I don't have to do a recap, I like that. I don't have to try to remember. I will just, I guess in a way, set the scene for everything. So currently,
Oh yeah.
for everybody right now, it is nighttime. The moon is about half, and everybody currently is asleep. Everybody's having a nice time. Their dreams are relatively pretty good for right now. But I'm gonna say for one of you, sleep is a bit rough at the moment just because of everything that's been happening, everything that has been affecting you in particular, and the anxiety and the looming of what could happen, and just the uncertainty of what the future is going to hold for you in particular. And especially with where you're currently at and how it is completely different from where you first started. Not expecting yourself to actually have gotten to where you are right now, in a place where it is now in ruins, learning that it is now in ruins, and seeing it for the first time just how much things have changed, especially from what you've been told. For you, Elwyn, you wake up to that notion, just knowing that you have completely just changed directory for yourself. Where you first started, heading into Athabus, and now currently trying to save a large fucking city from its own demise and trying to restore it with the help of your friends and all of a very small town willing to help you. But still the looming anxiety and wondering of, are you going to be caught here? What could happen? Are there a possibility of being found here and not where you might have or should have been? All of that just is in your brain as you wake up from your trying of getting some sleep and it being kind of hard to be at the current moment. And being awake, you have like a very small fire that is slowly going out close by. It gives you a little bit of light around you as you see everybody asleep. A lot of people not having a hard time. Some people tossing and turning, trying to get something comfortable on the ground that they're currently on. You hear a lot of snoring from some groups of people. Hopefully they're having some good dreams right now. But as you're stuck in the thoughts of everything and what could be, especially of family matters as well, you hear the little pitter patter, and looking over you see Nightingale coming on over to you, and he just scurries over some of the bodies and gets onto your knees, and he just looks up at you, the little skull with the beady eyes inside as he looks up at you. He just stares at you for a second, trying to figure out what's going on in your brain. And obviously he can't do anything to read it. He's just a little guy. He doesn't have magic tied to him besides how he's made. But you can tell he's studying you, trying to see how you're feeling, what's going on in that brain of yours. And eventually he asks, he goes, "Something's plaguing you, I can tell. Are you okay?"
Everything's fine. No. I can trust you. I need someone to talk to.
"Well, I'm here. I can listen."
Just family matters, you know? I've been noticing some clues that maybe they're not too far behind me, and, well, I'd rather not have a reunion.
Oh? I'm gonna drop the voice for now because it's hard to do.
Yeah,
Valid.
at the very least, I really don't want to rope everyone else into it.
Mm-hmm.
This is my problem. I have to deal with it.
I mean,
The others shouldn't have to be put at risk from my own recklessness.
that is fair, but you're all seeming to work so well together. I can't put it past them to not want to help you. I mean, look what you're doing here. Seem to be helping the one elf, and he seems to be at least grateful for it. From the energy he seems to give off at times. But, I mean, how bad can your family really be? Are they gonna, like, kill you because you're here, or are they gonna kill everybody?
Maybe kill the others, but myself? Oh, they'll have worse in store.
Ooh. That.
The others they might take enough pity on to kill.
Ooh. Hopefully we don't have to see them that. But then again, some of you are seemingly very strong. I watch from, like, the rib cages of what you guys can do.
We're strong. I won't deny that. We're very strong.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not take on the entire armed forces of a sovereign nation strong.
Yeah.
We aren't even take on an entire horde of my own family members strong.
Well.
We find ourselves against them. We'll be the ones facing consequences.
Ugh. That doesn't sound fine. I wish I was able to truly help you. The most I can do is, well, in a way, deactivate myself and have fun with it.
It's good to see you again, by the way.
It's good to see you guys too.
I had missed you.
I mean, it's a lot of fun just kind of staying in the rib cages and watching you guys. It's kind of entertaining. Seeing you guys throw your magic at other people. Especially with how destructive it is. It is. I have never seen such destructive magic before.
Yes.
My master's magic is usually very... I guess more on the side of being helpful. In the, like, oh, let me get you up kind of thing from what it looks like. I've seen her literally just bring someone who's, like, looks dead and then they're back again. It's like, how do you do that? I give her too much credit for what she can do in that helpful book of hers. Well,
Good to have someone to talk to who's not really bound by usual social norms.
I mean, I'm my own little creature.
A lot of things about me are considered quite bad taboos.
Well, I can always lend an ear, as much as I, he reaches up to his one side of his head that has, like, a very loose, floppy ear. It's like, it gets the job done. I can hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite fond of the one you're in.
Well, it's kind of the only thing I can be in at the moment. I know. And he looks up at the sky for a moment. He's like, I know there's others similar to me. We can kind of do a weird soul transfer thing, I think is what we're able to do. We just have to have another skull for us to be in. Once we can be a little bit more powerful, I think. But I've always I've always just been this little
Hmm.
rat thing. So maybe if we find something, maybe I can get into a skull of something bigger. Be a bit tough to adjust to. So used to this form.
Maybe.
And you see his eyes going from the sky and off to the distance. And you see he's at the current part he's in. He's kind of like just in the normal like rat position where both hands, no, both, all feet are on just your lap. But then as he is looking around, he goes all onto his back feet, kind of looking out. And if you want to give me a perception check real quick to see what
Sure.
he sees.
You know, sometimes I do get a little jealous of the company I keep.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
That's a nat fucking 20. Hold on.
Oh,
Well, it seems peaceful, you know? Don't have to worry about anything.
don't have to worry too much about what they could or couldn't do, or how peaceful they can be.
Hold on, who do you think I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, I would assume Octavia. She seems more
No.
bubbly.
Those aren't my usual company that I keep.
Oh,
I'm much more comfortable around my older friends.
oh, the people I'm in, the skeletons.
Yes.
Oh, yes, they keep me nice and comfortable. I could just lay in one of the bone areas that connect, and I'm asleep.
Yes.
They don't seem to care.
Hmm.
You said you got a 20, not 20.
Yeah, nat 20.
As you're talking with Nightgale, and you see him still kind of staring off in the distance, you, even like with the limited amount of light that you have, you're able to see these little creatures kind of scurrying about amongst the group of people asleep. Some of them stomping on a couple of them, and you see like their little hands just kind of like putting their little paws, like, yeah, paws on like their foreheads or their temples. And you see a couple of others just kind of still scurrying about trying to find somebody. And you see, as the ones that you can see have their paws on like the forehead or the temple, you see the people's body kind of like twisting about, kind of like turning and becoming reckless in their sleep. And even like I said, even with like the limited amount of light, you see that these things are pretty big, bigger than Nightgale, who is, I believe I told you guys he's a rat. Let me double check. I think I said he's a rat. So rats are pretty big. These things are bigger than him. And he's on your, like, your knee.
Giant rats that make all of the rules.
But as you are clocking that there is a whole bunch of these little bigger rat-sized creatures just scurrying about, getting on some of the people and like causing some kind of effect to the people asleep. Nightgale like puts one of his like paws on like the top of your knee, and he's just like, do not acknowledge them. They are night rats. I mean, they're not like me. I am a rat. But they're big, like one. They're not ones that you want them to know that you're awake or that you sense them. And even worse, you better not be having any kind of aroma of fear right now.
No, I'm perfectly calm.
Good. Because if they can sense that, oh, they're gonna come straight for you.
And do what?
Well, they kinda feed off of the fear from people. Like, and he points out to one of the guys asleep. He's like, you see how that one is twitching and rolling around and seems to be like in some kind of distress?
Yeah.
They cause night terrors or nightmares or the worst possible things that you could dream of. And they take all the fear from that. It's like food to them. They eat it. They're disgusting creatures, if I'm being honest.
Still creatures.
Yeah.
Do they not get to eat too?
Well, it's hard to say what they actually can eat, but fear is what they really feed on. It keeps them
I know.
alive and going.
But- I mean, they should be allowed to eat as well. You know?
Yes,
Not
but
just starve them all out.
well, true, yes, but they're just, I don't like them. They're not.
Nice.
The best way I could say is like we're like third cousins to each other.
Ah,
Very similar, except
family matter.
yeah, they
I get
mostly
you.
roam at night. They can't get into people's houses for the most part because they can't really fit through most of the spaces unless the door's wide open or the window's wide open. But this, and he does like a hand motion of like a circle. He's like, this is a feeding ground for them at this point. They're gonna go to almost every single person to cause them terrors and nightmares so they can get more to eat. But just as long as they can't sense it off of you, you'll be okay. Now, if they see you awake, then they might run away. That's what they're good at. They don't want to be killed. But
Oh, I wouldn't kill them. How else would I do that?
oh, it's kind of their defense mechanism. Some animals learn that. Enough times they get killed,
Yeah.
they're gonna learn not to go near people. And as both you and Nightgale watch as these giant rat creatures are scurrying around, trying to find another person that they could get some fear from. For you, Octavia, you are
Yes.
you are in your dreams right now, or your trance, I guess, because you're a half elf. Your trance starts off very nice, typical way that they work. Nothing horrible. It's pretty nice. But suddenly, this niceness starts to turn as you see family members in front of you, and this sense of urgency and worry and anxiety as you hear all of them complaining and yelling and criticizing and nitpicking every little thing that you've done wrong or that you're not doing right, and especially from your uncle as he becomes bigger and bigger and starts to tower over you, and you see his magic just flowing everywhere, causing like a tornado effect, lifting you up into off the ground that you were once on, as he is criticizing every little thing that you've been doing and causing all this anxiety and fear as you feel like you're like in some form of danger. And just as it's like getting worse and worse with every passing second, your body jolts you awake as you look around and see that you're not in that situation. You're surrounded by all these other people, all sleeping at the same time. And you feel like sweat just kind of dripping off your forehead a little bit as you try to make sense of what you just went through. It's not typical for you to have like such a horrible terror like that before. At least as crazy as this. Like, that was absurd. But as you come back to reality of your situation, you realize that there is a thing right next to you, right next to your hand. And looking down, you see this giant rat-like creature looking up at you. Its beady eyes, its red beady eyes wide as it sees you are awake. And before you can even like scream at it or shoo it away, it's already scurrying away from you. Just gone. You're
Oh shit, is that your brother?
They're real. She looks at the rat. She looks around. She goes, "What was that?"
for you say that, and for you, Elwyn, you hear Octavia's voice not too far away, and you see now she's awake, and you see the same rat that was right next that she was looking at, just running past you, as it's just going as fast as it fucking can away from everybody right now. And even Nightgill makes note of it, like, damn, he's fast. So,
Zoom.
yeah.
Octavia looks to the other rat, to Elwyn, to Nightingale, and she goes, "What?"
They feed off nightmares.
Oh.
I was lucky enough to not be sleeping.
Huh.
When they arrived.
Yeah.
I was talking
One
to our
second.
friend here.
Morning.
She nods. She goes, "They feed off nightmares, but do they cause them or do they just feed off them?"
I believe they caused them.
Yep, they can
Hmm.
cause them, and it's the worst thing you could ever think of. Whatever was going through your brain was probably the worst thing that you could ever have thought of happening. Hopefully it wasn't too bad.
Hmm. She nods. Mine was just about expectations and family and, straying from the path.
I can only assume mine would have been the same. Though in a different sort of way.
Yeah. I think you were very lucky on that one, Elwyn. But, my goodness.
I have a lot in my life to fear.
Yeah. I remember one of them tried to do the same thing to me. It didn't work,
But I've had a lot of experience with fearing. I'm not too worried.
Well, now you two are awake. Hopefully, they won't have to come near you guys for now. Hopefully. I don't want to think of what they could do if someone was awake. Well, I mean, they could. Wouldn't be wise of them to attack somebody who's awake and can fear them. But they could do it if they wanted to. And as you guys are talking amongst each other, Nightingale's fur, you see this, Elwyn, Nightingale's fur starts to stand up on itself. And you see his head is like slowly like turning to the side again as he is seeing something. And I will say, for both you and Octavia, especially for you, Elwyn, seeing how Nightgale is feeling right now, seeing his fur standing up, you both also start to get a sensation of feeling like you're being watched by something. And as you look around and trying to see where it might be coming from, you both could give me another perception check.
Okay. That's an 8.
Oh.
Far cry from the nat 20 I had earlier.
You gotta have balance.
So we got an
Balance is
8.
key.
Yeah. And I don't know if Leanne can hear me. There.
You all good there, Leon? You are muted if you weren't aware.
She might be busy right this very second.
I see. Fair enough.
Okay.
I am enjoying.
Yes. I will say, for you, Elowen, while you
Yeah.
can't really see too much, especially like with the limited amount of like fire and changelings don't have dark vision, you can't really see too much of what's going on, but you still get that sense that there is something close by or some kind of being, but you just are not fully able to see them, but you know something is close by. And it like gives it like the hair on your arms just like a little bit of like standing up as well, similar to Nightgale. Let's see.
Something's still not right.
Yeah, I know there's something.
Incredible apologies. I had a thing come
Yeah.
up for a second,
You're all
but
good.
I'm
Hey,
all
it
good.
happens.
I was listening the whole time.
Okay. If you can give me a perception check real quick.
Sending love.
That is a 14.
Ooh, with a 14. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, for Elwyn, you can't see what Nightgale is possibly maybe seeing or sensing, but you get that sensation of something is there. For you, Octavia, I do believe half-elves do have dark vision. So,
Yeah.
off in the distance, as you are looking around, trying to see, can you maybe see what is possibly out there? Oh, welcome back. You do see a figure. You see
Ooh.
about 30-ish feet, 30 to 50 feet, not feet, distance away from you. You do see a figure. They are levitating off the ground right now. Their feet is not touching the ground. And you're able to see that while the figure is small from the distance, they do seem to have layers of different tattered clothing on them. But you can't make
Okay.
out you cannot
And
make
they're
out a
humanoid?
face. Yes, they are humanoid. But like I said, you can't see a face on them at the moment. But you do kind of get the idea that this could be the thing looking at you guys. And you even can tell, with just enough time of looking, it is slowly making its way in your guys' direction. Very slowly. Like, not very, like, not like snail's pace, but it's...
Octavia, the dumbest baby alive, slowly looks directly at it and goes, "Hello?"
You see, kind of, as you get up to look at it, you see Elowen just going, no, and like shaking her head and her hands.
As you go to say hi, you don't really get a response back, but you do see the head make, like, it turns a little bit to look at you. And just before that, for you, Morgan, as you are sleeping, for the first time, you're actually having a really nice dream. It is very peaceful. It is wonderful. It is so good that it's just like a sigh of relief from anything that you were possibly dealing with before. It could be the fact that you feel safe right now where you're at. It could be multiple things, but right now you are having the best fucking dream ever. But as the dream continues on, it also slowly starts to change. The once brightness of the dream starts to dull into a blue as everything starts to warp slowly over time. And as you're realizing the morph from the good to something completely different, you see that you are somewhere different. You are now in the middle of the ocean. You don't...
Perfect.
You're not really drowning, but you're just kind of floating there. The sense of something beneath you rises, and just as you're about to feel something grab onto your back, you see the water very drastically drop as you are pushed out into the sky. Still floating. You don't get that sensation of water on you, but now you're in the air. Looking around, you don't see why this could it be. And even looking below, the ocean is still calm. It's like it hadn't moved whatsoever. But all you see in front of you is a red moon. And just as realizing what this could mean or what is possibly happening, you jolt awake. But before you can even like start to sit up, you hear a squeaking noise as this big rat fucking creature falls off of your chest and onto your lap, and you hear more squeaking as it tries to scurry off of you. And seeing that it was there and now it's like trying to like get as fast as possible and starts to like run across like other people, making them stir a little bit, you realize that you're safe and that you're out of this dream. Thinking maybe even for a second, like, am I actually awake? And trying to check and double check, and you're realizing you are awake. You're not in distress.
Yeah, seeing a massive rat on you when you wake up will do that.
Absolutely. Never woke up to a rat on me, but I know that'd be a little bit weird if I had one there. But seeing that you're now awake, you start to calm down a little bit. But often, a small distance, not very far away, you hear Octavia saying hi to something. And even looking in that direction, you can't see too much. But as you start to focus on where Octavia is looking, you do see very, very faintly some kind of figure. It's really hard to make out, especially as you've just woken up. But you can see something there.
Morgan's probably gonna get up and like go like blearily go over to the others and just go like, what's going on? What's all these rat things?
Well, they feed off fear from nightmares.
That makes sense.
They can cause extremely vivid and effective night terrors and siphon your emotion.
That makes sense. Anyway, and you see their hair starting to go from blonde to black. Who's that over there?
Sorry. I don't know. Low profile. Approach with caution.
As you guys are trying to make out what this figure off in the distance could be, trying to see, are they malicious? Could they be friendly? Nightgill has he does not believe this person is a good person, and his fur is still standing on edge as he's looking. Auric, you are slowly getting out of your trance a little bit as your trance was starting to turn a little bit, but just before it finally did, your eyes shoot open, and in front of you, staring eye to eye, is these red beady eyes that has the look of something similar to a rat, but its face is fucking disgusting. It has these giant fucking fangs just poking extensively out, like it's almost reaching the bottom of its jaw. And as soon as it sees you are awake, you hear this screeching noise from the rat as it heads in the opposite direction of where it was looking at. And in the midst of confusion, as you sit up, you look around and you see your other three companions, and you even see Nightgale out as they are looking in a direction that you follow their gaze, and you are also able to see this being. For you are able to see a little bit better that it is humanoid. It has tattered clothing. It is making its way very slowly over to you guys, as time is changing drastically right now. You start to realize that there is something very off about this being heading in the direction of your other companions. Trying to see. But I'm trying to think. If you want to give me a history check real quick.
Sure. Let's see. That'd be That's an 18.
Okay, with an 18, as you are looking at this being ever so slowly, heading in the direction of the others, you realize from what you have been told and what is very familiar to this area is that this is a first of all, a very dangerous entity. And not just that. You remember a story that was told to you, and also a story that was told to the children of the king. And a very good lesson on why you should not be going out at night and being out at night. Because there are creatures called banshees, whom, when they find a person and they get full contact of who that person is, the person disappears, never to be seen again. And seeing that, like I said, this creature, this banshee, is heading over to the others, you realize that you should probably let them know. Just in case they might not know. Do you want to?
Yeah. So is Oryx still face to face with that rat thing, or did it already scurry off?
It already scurried off. It is somewhere amongst the other people.
Oryx hurries to his feet and turns to the others. That thing over there, I believe that's a banshee. Be careful.
For you three, for each one of you, the name Banshee either rings a bell or it doesn't. Elwyn, that name is familiar. Even though banshees are not very common around your area, you have heard of banshees. You know they are very dangerous. With your knowledge of banshees, that I like to think that you have, you know that while the person does disappear, it's not that they are gone forever. They are taken to another realm. A realm that is very difficult to get to on your own without some form of help. One part being from a banshee. It will take you to the spirit realm, where a person very much cannot really leave without assistance. And in that realm, the banshee terrorizes the people. And in the end, basically kills them. As it cannot fully do it in the mortal realm, unless it's extremely strong. But even then, at that point, it's a completely different being from a banshee. But you know this is very dangerous. And that the fact that it's getting closer is not very good. Octavia, you have heard the name Banshee from the plays that you have been part of, where the damsel gets taken by one, you end up in the spirit realm, and then the hero comes and saves the damsel in distress from the very realm and is safely able to take them out of that area, even though very much maybe not to a T of how it actually happens like that. But you have been part of those, and you have seen the plays of the banshees and etc. So your knowledge on them is somewhat truthful to the stories. For you, Morgan, the name is kind of familiar. You know, in the ports, there was a ship called the Banshee, and they acted very similar to the legends of banshees, where they would take people and more than likely end up dead. But knowing that you're probably seeing one right now, definitely not the greatest thing to know right now.
Yeah. Morgan is gonna kind of look back and kind of look to it and back and to it and back and just go like, is there anything we can do?
Would Oryx remember whether they can be killed or at least warded off?
To ward off banshees, the most that is usually done is to mostly not be out at night. So in homes is typically the safest part, but even still, you would need a whole bunch of protection runes and sigils and whatnot. There have been people who have said they have outrun banshees before. How truthful those stories and legends are, it's unknown, as some people may not believe banshees are real. But there have been claims of people who have outrun banshees. Some epic heroes have said they fought banshees before. How they managed is always sounding like it's a fib. Not sounding 100% honest. But your best guess is either have some kind of protection sigil or rune, or outrunning it are the two that come to mind from people who have told stories of their encounters.
Oracle will relay this to the others.
Thank you.
Do you think it's susceptible to magic?
It might be, but if we attack it and get its attention and we aren't entirely certain we can stop it, then we may be putting ourselves at greater risk.
Yeah.
As you guys talk amongst each other, trying to figure out how and what could be best to deal with this, everything goes dead quiet before a very loud screech, an unhuman-like screech, comes directly from the banshee, and everything surrounding you becomes a black void as you guys get transported to another realm. Seen amongst yourselves, no more can you see the people you were once walking side by side to the city. Instead, you see a very clean cobble ground, and you see a lot of pale apparitions around you. And there's a boatload of them, I'm trying to even think of how many, that there's just a lot of these beings around you. And seeing them walk past you, some literally going through you at the same time, you take note that you're not in the same place you once were anymore. And now it's I'm trying to figure out the word. It is different. It's unnerving a little bit. Slightly peaceful. But you don't see the banshee around you. It is gone for the most part. At least that you can see around you. And even for those who don't have dark vision, everything around you is lit pretty well. You can see pretty far off in the distance. You don't have much trouble with that. So you're able to see all the ruined structures pretty easily. It's like each spirit has its own little light source that is helping you see far along in the distance. And standing up and looking around, you see some of these beings don't seem to acknowledge you. They just keep on moving. Some of them in old clothing that is not current to date. Especially from what you last remember, Auric. These are clothing that is almost ancient. Like thousands and thousands and thousands of years old clothing. But seem to be in good condition from what it is on all these people's bodies.
So what have we got ourselves into?
Would a would a perception check to see if, like, no, Morgan's just gonna look around and go, where are we?
Heathcliff, buddy.
Heathcliff.
Sorry, my dad, he decided to take a little stroll.
Little guy.
He is, littlest man.
On your shoulder, Elowen, you actually feel Nightgale on your shoulder. And
Oh.
he looks around and he's just like, did we end up in the spirit realm? I've only seen this once before, but this is very crowded for this space.
Seemingly. This is very strange.
Very indeed.
I take it due to the fact that we're in here, I don't have my less than alive companions.
Yeah, they were left behind.
Yeah. Probably for the best.
Yeah. But
Necromancers are fucking crazy,
yes. As
which I am finding out.
as you guys take in your situation, you hear off in the distance I don't want to say like it's a squeak, but it's like this like high pitched like I guess kind of like a screech almost. Kind of like when someone's like very excited for something that they let out like a screech when they're excited. You hear that, and looking in the direction, you see this apparition come over to you, and it's this. Let me look up. This very small little elf girl, as she comes up to you guys and just go, "Hi! Oh my goodness, are you guys from the mortal plane? Please tell me you guys are. Oh my goodness, this would be so cool. Please tell me, are you guys from the mortal plane?"
Yes.
Octavia matches her energy and goes, yes!
Oh my god, this is so cool! Holy shit, we don't get a lot of mortals from the mortal plane. Oh, this is so cool. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. I need to calm my tits. Holy fuck.
And where might I ask are we?
Well, I mean, this is the spirit realm. This is where all the spirits are. Well, a lot of us. There's not just spirits here as
Good to
well.
confirm.
Huh?
Good to confirm that.
Yeah. Well, obviously, there's different kinds of spirits here. There's, like that one right over there, and she points over to one who's just calmly walking by, literally not even acknowledging you guys are here. She just goes, "That one is one of those typical ghost, as mortals call them, where they go about their day. They just go about their day. They don't do anything. Like, they follow the same path every time. Trust me, I tried talking to them. They don't do anything. Literally." And she literally goes up to that one and just goes, "Sir, see, he's ignoring me. He's not doing shit." I love doing that to them, though. Because they don't acknowledge you. Even other spirits. they don't acknowledge you. And she comes right back up to you guys, and she's like, and then there's kind of like me and like some of the other ones, where I guess we could be classified as like spirits or poltergeists. I guess it sounds kind of mean to be called one, but I guess it works. Where we can actually interact with you guys. And she goes to place her hand on you, Oric, and you actually see her hand not go through you. She actually makes contact with you. She's like, see, I can, and she literally goes to each one of you like, see, I can touch each and every one of you. And she even goes to little Nightingale and goes, and you little rat, I can touch you too. Oh,
Morgan will recoil and be like, oh, okay.
sorry, there hasn't been mortals here in like, what, how, oh my goodness, it's been like, you see her head like going side to side, her eyes darting everywhere, even though her eyes are like almost not there. Like she doesn't have like the, what are they called? Irises. They're almost like not even there, but you can see them a little bit. They're like going back and forth as she's trying to remember how long it's been since there's been a mortal. And as the energy dies down, you see her just pop up literally into the air. She starts to lightly float above the ground. She's like, right, it has been 2,000 years since there's been a mortal. Ah, I love this. I get to talk to other people.
Were they able to leave?
You see Eloin's face just get a little bit more disappointed as she realizes. Oh yes. Spirits don't stay with the body; they move on.
Yeah, try to remember the last one that was here. I think, And she puts her hands to like the side of her face to like cup her face, and she's just like, I think he was able to, but I wasn't the one companioning him. Some of us poltergeist, as she does the quotation mark, she's like, we like to sometimes guide the mortals around sometimes as like, oh, what's the term? Like tourist? I think that's the word.
Like tour guides?
Yeah, like that. That's the word. Just to show what goes on here. And sometimes when we do that, it takes like the banshees a moment to realize that we took them. And I guess we're kind of like little angels to the mortals. They're here. Wait, does that make me an angel? Oh, that is so cool. I'm a little angel. Where's my... Oh, I don't have wings. Fuck. Well, that's what I get for being stuck here.
You'll get them one day, I'm sure.
Probably won't happen. There's this guy that runs around here, and every single time he looks so depressed. Like, he's so sad. And I've tried asking him what's wrong, and he doesn't say anything to me. I go, dude, why are you sad? I'm fresh entertainment right here. I'll do anything you need me to do. And he just looks so sad. And then I hear him mumbling to himself, like, oh, I wish I could take these poor souls to meet my wife. And I'm like, who's your wife? I've never met her. She sounds cool. But, meh. And for you, Oric, you hear the wife part, and you realize she's talking about the god of death, Zolo, and mentioning his wife.
Oh, you mean Zolo? Zolo was here?
Oh, that's his name. I just call him the weird guy, the weird depressed guy. I know it's mean. And I'm sorry.
That's the god of death.
Oh. We have a god of death? I must have been stuck here for so long. I didn't even know. Oh. That's sad. I mean, he always looks so nice though, but I guess if he's supposed to be the god of death, I guess it would be kind of depressing that you can't take all these people to where they're supposed to go. Huh. The more I think about it, the more it does sound kind of weird or depressing. I don't know. That's way too much to think about. I'd rather just be happy. I just want to be a happy little spirit.
Well, you certainly seem to be making the most of your circumstances.
Well, yeah,
I suppose that's admirable.
Yeah, I've been here since like forever. And when you look at her, you see her clothing is even older than some of the other spirits' clothing. Like, it is like very slightly torn toga like dress with designs on it that you don't see a lot in current clothing in this area, and especially in the ancient clothing as well. So whoever she was or is, she must have been here for a very long time, especially if she has never heard of the god of death. But she just doesn't seem to care. She just seems to be so happy here. But she continues. She's just like, oh my goodness, I got so much I gotta show you guys. And oh, I did forget something, like I'm supposed to do. I'm a dummy. My name. Well, it's not my original name. I forgot that. But my name is Lori. It's nice to meet ya.
Pleasure to meet you as well, Lori.
Yeah. What are your guys' name? Trust me, I'm not a weird thing where I can take names. That would be kind of neat, but I am not that powerful. I can only move things.
My name is Auric. I am a knight of Elteron.
Oh.
A royal guard, to be particular.
Oh.
She, oh, sorry.
You first, sorry.
No, you first.
Alright, I'm Morgan. I'm just a warlock.
Oh. I don't know what a warlock is, but it sounds cool.
Sure.
Halloween.
Oh. That sounds fancy.
I hail from Ravencrest.
I've never heard that name. But it sounds
course not.
interesting. It sounds dark.
You're old. You're far older than my kingdom.
Huh. I guess I would be older than that. It's been so long. And what about you? And she looks directly at you, Octavia.
She beams the biggest, cheesiest smile you've ever seen, but it's genuine. She goes, I'm Octavia Nivinian, at your service. And she kind of curtsies and bows. And she goes, I'm a bard.
Oh my goodness! That's so fucking cool! Oh, a bard. That means you do entertainment, right? Kind of like what I used to do. I don't think I was called a bard, though. I was just an entertainer.
Well, that's okay. Anyone can entertain if they try.
Well, yeah, that is what I used to do. That I kind of can remember. It's why I'm like so bubbly. It still resonates with me a little bit of what I used to be.
Wonderful.
But since you guys are here, and my only guess is you guys got here because of a big bad banshee creature.
I tried to say hello to it, but it was not having it.
Yeah, banshees are not cool. They like bringing mortals here, and then I've seen them kill them. It's disturbing how they do it. I've seen it way too many times. I don't like seeing it, but somehow I manage to always see it. I don't know how. I get unlucky. But I promise you this, it won't happen. As much as I can try. I'll take you places where the banshee can't get to.
Okay.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me show you around the spirit area of this spot, because I know there's other areas, but I can't leave this city. Kind of bound here. I wish I could. I've heard there's other spirits other places. But let me show you around. And Lori starts to turn and she heads into a completely weird direction, which to you guys is to the left. Not the left. You guys would be facing west, so it'd be going south of where you guys are currently at.
Hmm.
And I would assume you guys follow behind her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
As you guys follow behind her, you see her just having the most fun time as she's taking you along the way. You see her a couple times just kind of like bouncing into the air and like kind of gliding across, and then realizing that she's very ahead of you, just puts herself onto the ground and waits for you guys to come up to her. And then she continues on with showing you guys away. And as you guys follow close behind her, you come across different kinds of spirits, some of which, true to the word, they don't take notice of you, and they just go right past you as they follow their path that they've always taken ever since they've been here. And there's like a couple that they take note of you, they know you're here, but they don't seem really interested in getting to know what's going on or why you're here. You would even see some kind of talking amongst themselves, trying to gauge who you guys are without really wanting to get up and close to ask said questions. Even so, you even see some little spirits, some children's spirits just kind of walking on by, kind of enjoying their time. And you realize that they too are similar to the ones that you can face through, as they are stuck in time of what they were once doing before they had passed. And continuing on, you guys go to an area that predominantly has a lot of very tall buildings. It becomes very eerie as there are less and less spirits around this part of the city. But the ones that you can see, the vibe that they give off makes your skin crawl. And even Lori, like, she would tell you, like, don't go near them. They are not good spirits. And it's not like they are a different kind. They just, and she would say that they are a type of poltergeist that you don't want to be around. The kind that literally will throw objects at you in the real world. Like, fuck this in particular kind of thing. And throw the cabinets open kind of spirits. But continuing on the path that, hold on, let me get rid of this. Continuing on with the path that Lori has taken you guys, she brings you to this cute little area where there is a very run-down fountain. It's a very small little fountain, nothing too big. And it looks like it used to run water, but is currently muddy, old water that has like lily pads in them and frogs kind of just chilling around it. And she comes on over and she hoists herself up onto the little ring where most people would like sit to kind of take a chill or whatnot. She, like I said, gets onto that, and she looks back at you guys and just goes, "This is a place where you very much don't find a lot of spirits at, because not many people have died in this area. Except for one type that I recommend you don't give them any form of attention." And as she says the last part, you all hear the sound of sobbing coming from the left and the right, and somewhat behind you as well. And looking in either direction, you don't initially first see anything right off the bat, but the more you listen in to what it is and waiting to see what happens, the more you start to actually see these beings where their bodies are like a dark, transparent blue, almost black. And you see this goop coming down from their face and onto the ground that soon dissipates soon after. And their sobs become louder and louder the more they come to the center of the rundown fountain. But Lori once again just tells you guys, don't give him any form of attention. Doing so can cause a problem that we are trying not to make a problem. And she looks at some of them and very quickly looks away as they go from the fountain and then make a turn and start to disappear into one of the rundown buildings. Nightgale calls over to Lori and just goes, what's the concern about? Or what does this mean? Like, what? To which Lori replies, some ghosts or spirits when they die, if they go out in a way that is not very kind, they can become like these individuals. It sounds strange, but they become sad spirits. And the more you acknowledge them, or in some way they see you and remember that they are gone, the worse they become. And the worse they become, the more they become a weeping man or weeping woman. And trust me, they are not fun. For you, Elowen, you hear that term and it starts to jog a little bit of something you were once kind of told about. Weeping men or women are types of spirits that their time of death was not kind. And it can vary on how or why, but as ghosts and spirits, they realize their death and that they couldn't pass on. And by truth of what Lori said, if you acknowledge them, whether in the spirit realm or other spirits do it, or even mortals do it in their own plane, the worse that they can become and the more dangerous they become, which is of weeping men or women. They are as strong as banshees, and for the most part, they're like a worse version of a poltergeist, but they can in fact manifest themselves to be seen. And what possibly can happen is slightly speculative. Some people have said that they have seen people literally collapse and pass away from possibly seeing one of these creatures. Others have said that they had nightmares from seeing them. And others, it's not known. But you do know that these are real beings and that Lori knows, she knows what she's talking about weeping men and women.
So. Quite dangerous then.
Very. Very much so.
Should
It-
stay away from them.
Yeah. It's why there's
Much
not.
is known on what they do specifically, but whatever it is, it's not pretty.
Yeah.
They're just crying. How dangerous could they be?
Oh.
There have been people who have been reported to have died from simply seeing one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's kind of, it's not fun seeing that transformation. And it's why a lot of us spirits don't come to this specific area. A lot of them like to hoard around this area so that they can kind of be left alone. But it's very
Don't
peaceful.
acknowledge them.
Yeah. As long as you don't acknowledge them.
Look at them. Don't talk to them.
Yep.
That means you, Octavia.
I'm guessing she likes to talk to people.
Yes.
let's all be nice to Octavia, okay?
I know. I am. This is the greatest mercy I could possibly give.
It's nice.
Do not speak to the weeping ghosts.
I mean, it's a good warning. Sometimes even mortals in the mortal planes don't know about these. A very
But
small
what
amount.
if speaking to them helps?
Oh no.
Us-
You can't convince
That
them.
is what I was thinking.
There's no way to convince them. They're so deep in their sorrow that even seeing another mortal can sometimes cause them to change. I don't know.
We 100% sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have, like,
Darn.
first-hand accounts that they kill people, or is it all just myth?
First hand. What you expect me to ask? Well, I suppose I could, but we'd have to have a corpse of someone who had been killed by one.
So we don't. then.
Second hand, maybe. I've read accounts of them in the journals of adventurers.
I mean,
Things can kill someone.
Hmm?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't
Water
think we
can
should
kill
take
you,
our
but we
chances.
drink it every day.
well, I just know they are very dangerous. Even other spirits don't like being seen by them, even though we can't be affected by them. But
That does make sense, I suppose.
yeah. But they are also around here. We just have to be very careful in where we go and how we do certain things. But I do know of another area that there's not a lot of ghosts or spirits around. But there is something that I did see down there. It's in the sewer system area. It's, I don't even know what it is. I've never seen this thing before. But I think it would be best if we get out this spot for a moment. And you see her like bubbliness just kind of like become more concerned as she starts to like look around as more of these very like sad spirits start to show up more. And she's just like, okay, follow me real quick. I'm gonna go find us the entrance to the system real quick. As she starts to make a beeline for one of the alleyways. And as you guys, I presume, follow behind her.
Yeah. Morgan will turn to the others and go, I think I've read a book about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was a fiction book, though. Nothing to do with reality. Just interesting that we're going into a sewer and looking for a ghost.
You know, a lot of fiction does have things very close to reality. So it's
I
not
know,
worth discounting
I know.
entirely.
Just as long as none of us leave being perfect singers, I think we should be fine.
Octavia's like, yeah, Gaston Leroux. We've all heard of his work.
Yeah. Wonderful. That's awesome.
As
Let's just hope we don't run into any of those crying phantoms.
That's the ones I mean.
as you guys very quickly follow behind Lori, you see her like looking around very quickly, and you see her make a stop at one of the other alleyways that goes down, and she's like, "Okay, it's right down here. Follow." And she makes her way straight down into the alleyway, and following right behind her, she's going fast. Trying to keep up with her is a little bit of an issue, but she realizes that you guys are very far behind. She slows her pace, and she makes it to this very well structured building. And she goes over to it, and she's like, "This is how we can get into the system. I can try and use as much as my power as I can to open this. It's gonna drain me a little bit, but I can do it." And you see her hands start to glow as she goes to the doorknob of it, and she's able to very harshly, but is able to get the door to be open. And it swings open for you guys. And she's just like, "In real life, I'm opening a door right now. Whoever's in this area definitely just saw a door open." But it just kind of helps. But let's go. And she leads you guys. She leads you guys down into the system. As over time it starts off as a slightly steep decline, and over time it starts to kind of straighten itself out, and it goes from cobblestone with some steps to mostly cobblestone with a little bit of very musty water all around you. It's also musty in the air as well, slightly stale on top of it. But making your way through, it is a pretty big sewer system. Even for anybody who's tall, you can almost barely reach the top of the area that you're in. And it is a bit hard for everybody to really see in. Even with dark vision, it's a little bit tough. Luckily enough, a little bit of help from Lori in her spirit form as she is slightly illuminating, just a tiny bit. It's acting as like a very dim light for everybody. As you guys start to make your way through this little sewer area.
Morgan will turn around again and go, "If anyone starts hearing an organ, we should probably leave."
I'll keep that in mind.
I think I just realized what you meant by that. It took me fucking forever.
I'm making phantom references this entire rest of the time that we're in these sewers.
Oh my goodness. But continuing, as you guys are taking note of your surroundings all around you, that gale is still on your shoulder, Elwyn, and even he's kind of like taking in everything that as he's seeing. He's like, wow, they looks like they kept good maintenance around here. It's not damaged in a lot of ways, which is quite interesting. What is that over there? And you see Nico get off your shoulder as he runs over to one of the sides of the brick wall. And he's just like, I can't really see this very well, as I'm also very short. Anybody got a light or something? Lori, are you able to be bright enough? And she's just like, I'm only bright enough.
Hold on. Just a moment. Don't seem to have anything prepared that cuts the bill, really. Oh well.
What's the current problem?
I can do electrification. I'm Morgan is going to cast dancing lights throughout the so it's 4 torch size lights, so basically one with each member of the party. Just like glowing orbs above our heads.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it only lasts 1 minute.
Okay. Let me. Dancing lights. How? It's 10 foot. Okay. 10-foot radius. Okay. Yeah, as. Oops, let me. I don't care about that. As the light starts to shine from using dancing lights, you guys all can actually see what Nightgale was faintly able to see from the height he was at with on Elwyn's shoulders, and you see writing in a language that for some of you might not know. Quick question, who knows thieves can't?
Nope.
At it.
Nope.
Octavia does, but that's because I forgot to remove it from her sheet.
I mean, like,
If you want
to
to
be
keep it.
fair,
You can go with her doing it.
Yeah, if you want to keep it.
it's a fun little bit of characterization if you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll just the new canon is that she learned it for a role.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So for you, Octavia, you are looking at what
Like
is
brother, like sister.
you are looking at what Neko was able to see, and you realize that it's directions to an area. It has a symbol of, it has a circle, and then a smaller circle in the center, and it has a very discrete version of an arrow pointing onwards of where you guys are currently going. And around it, you also have different other kinds of symbols as well. Let me. Ooh, I don't think you guys would know that. I would say. Hold on. I can't remember this. Let me see. Whoa, that's way too far up. I'm trying to remember. I'll just say the rest of the symbols that you are able to see is also in Thieves' Cant as well. A lot of it different versions of names of different people who had come by. Each one with a very intricate way of a tally mark. Your only assumption is maybe people who had walked by and just kept record of who was around this area. But like I said, you get a sense that there is something in this direction that has something to do with a circle and then another circle on the inside.
Okay.
I'll say, oh, let me. Boop, 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 boop. I'm actually gonna send you what that circle with the circle on the inside means.
Here. Okay. Now, should I tell the party this?
That is completely up to you since you understand what it means, and it's up to you if you want to let them know about that. Since it is leading you, at least where you guys are currently in the direction of, is possibly leading you to that.
Octavia looks at the party and she goes, I think that there's a beholder nearby.
Oh.
There's a what? In here?
What's a beholder?
It's like a monster.
A monster. Like I've never seen one before.
Stay away from its central eye. The gaze of its central eye.
She gives you a very confused look as she's just like, huh?
No matter how many of its eyes it puts on you, stay away from it.
It has more eyes?
Its only eyes. The beholder
It's all
is
eyes.
an aberration. A horrific beast that stares, hates, and kills indiscriminately.
I
Oh.
like beholders.
I've never heard
Don't
of
let
this.
it look too closely at you. You might wind up turning to stone, or
But they're just silly. Look at them.
disintegrating, or
I mean,
just dropping dead.
if there was a
Going
beholder here, why would it want to be here? And I mean, what language was this in? She looks at you, Octavia, like, what was this in? It's just scribbles for at least me.
In Thieves' Cant. It's in Thieves' Cant. It's not really meant to be a language per se. It's more like hieroglyphics.
Oh.
It's
Well,
pictorial, not
Isn't
letters.
Thieves' Cant more like hiding little things within sentences?
Well, that's the written form, or the spoken form of it,
Yeah,
rather.
that's the spoken form.
Huh. Still, why would a beholder want to be here? This is disgusting. It's very gross.
What's it beholding?
The Magnus Archives is a podcast distributed by Rusty Quill Productions.
Oh my goodness.
Distributed under the Creative Commons Share Alike 4.0
Can it behold
international
me?
Please just watch.
Oh my goodness. But Lori just is like, well, since we're in this realm, I would assume maybe it can't see us. Most people can't see us unless you're like a really strong poltergeist. Hell, most people blame my antics on the wind. Granted, seeing a beholder would be kind of cool.
So, is there or is there not a beholder here that we should be worried about?
I'll say for Octavia, the markings are a little bit old. It's still able to be read as what you understood it as. So, and the fact of everything that's been happening to the city, it is a coin toss if there actually is one here still. After everything that's been through. Man?
You said after everything that's been through and it cut.
Oh, sorry. So, with the markings that, like said, you were shown, and how it looks a bit old, and also taking note of the fact that the city has been through a lot of shit, it is a coin toss on if the beholder is still around or if it has died or what. It is up in the air on if it's still around here.
Okay.
So in one department, you guys could just keep traveling and see what happens, or not risk it, but I will say in the case of Lori, she seems very eager to see if this thing's around, as she has never seen it.
Is it worth the risk to find out?
I don't know. I can't lie if I had said I'm not morbidly curious, but sometimes even I have to admit that it might be a better idea to just let logic and common sense take the reins for once.
You hear Nightgale perk up, and he mentions, he's like, but we're not in the mortal plane. If we were, there is a case that it could attack us there, but we're not there. We're in a different area, seemingly just gone from the mortal plane. So, if anything, we could safely go see it and it won't attack us.
Well, that could be the case.
I mean, Lori said it. Her antics always get blamed on the wind. She can't be seen. So maybe we can't.
Are we absolutely certain it can't see ethereal creatures?
It may be able to.
Let's see. I'm gonna Google something. I mean, they can see invisibility. But what about ghosts?
Well, they're
Yeah.
a good band, but I...
Okay, it says...
The arena.
It says beholders cannot see ghosts with its regular eyes, because they are incorporeal and often exist on the ethereal plane. But its central eye could.
Would we know that for sure is the question.
I
For
can make an Arcana check to see.
yeah, you definitely could.
Right, sheet.
I'm trying to think of how common beholders are in this world.
That's a 22.
Well, damn. Does anybody else want to join that too?
I could give it a shot, but I don't think I'm even approaching that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 5. Shockingly not a standard part of a guard curriculum.
Your case, you just know
Hold on,
beholders.
what check is it?
Probably
Arcana.
Arcana.
22.
Well, fuck.
Same as me?
I rolled a nat 20
Nice.
and my thing
Oh.
is +2.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
do you want to join in?
Whereas me, I got a nat
Okay.
15.
Do you want to join Octavia?
I mean, to be fair, there is some crossover between the Fathomless and the Great Old One.
Mm-hmm.
Got a 25.
A
Ooh.
20 fucking what?
How?
Wow. How'd that happen?
Holy shit. Well, this is gonna be fun.
It's Octavia, she's a honey, of course she got a 25.
Just built different.
This is gonna be fun.
Built wrong.
For you,
Didn't even need to come back for it.
okay. For you, Auric, you know of beholders. Your knowledge on how good their eyes work, maybe not the best, since your level of training was more of protection for the king, and the thought of a beholder possibly showing itself up in the kingdom in your own brain was probably slim to none. So you're just like, I don't fucking know. Maybe not. For Elwyn and Octavia, well, mostly for Elwyn, your familiarity with beholders and a little bit of their knowledge is definitely there. You definitely know a little bit about their anatomy. You know about their specialties. You know about what they are as beings. You even know, this goes for even Octavia and Morgan, you guys know even how they were created and how they're also kind of not well liked by the mother of them as well. Because to the mother, they're ugly. That's an ugly creature. No thank you. But
It's like she's playing fucking Animal Crossing. She's like, no uggos.
it's like, you got too many
Yeah.
fucking eyeballs. No thank you. I'm gonna put you in a place that I don't want to see you. But in the case of Elwyn, your
She
study.
said the villager gets kicked from the island.
Yep. Put him in boxes.
Yeah. I would say the story is definitely more lost, but your knowledge mostly stems from how they function, how they go about doing things as well. Like I said, the anatomy, their wholeness of who they are as well. So you do know how their magic works, especially with their eyes as well. You do know they can see through invisibility, and that their central eye can definitely probably see ghosts pretty good. For you, Octavia, you know quite a bit about
That's
beholders.
somewhat of an anti-magic effect.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to come face to face with a beholder too before.
Brooke's gonna be... If Brooke were ever up against a beholder, You best hope it doesn't look at her.
Yeah. For you, Octavia, your knowledge about beholders is about equal to Elowin's and Morgan's, but yours mostly comes from the stories that people have told, the not many plays, but a lot of plays that you have done that had a beholder as a being, and it's tied to how some rogues and thieves guild actually had a beholder as their kind of like central person. Their is it Thanazar that's their title? Because that's what I was.
Xanathar.
Yeah,
Yeah, Xanathar.
Xanathar.
Yes,
Xanathar.
because I have that guide because I
I
love
hear
it.
he has a guide to everything.
Yes, he does. It's a very good book.
He invented the Hexblade.
Yes,
Yes.
I do prefer Tasha's. Oh,
Yeah,
personally.
her book is good too.
They're both good.
Yes. For you, Octavia, tied with how you know about Thieves' Cant is coming mostly from the plays that you had to do as a thief who worked for a Xanathar, a beholder. And how obviously it stems the same way as a lot of the stories where you are only doing this to help people and that you're mostly underground and a spy and that you're going to defeat the evil beholder. In the end, you do, and happily ever after. But you also do know about their eyeballs and how each one works differently and how they can see in through invisibility, and that can also work for ghosts as well. Even though most of the time it was not very well written in the stories, but obviously they got to make special occasions or specialties for that one kid that's not very good at his job, so he just gets to act like a ghost. So he's kind of involved. He's part of the play, even if he's a ghost who doesn't talk. But for you, Morgan, since you said you got a nat fucking 20,
Yeah.
holy shit, you know a lot. You know so much about these beholders. So much that it is really scary how it all is stuck in the brain and how it can just be regurgitated back. Like you just had reread it that quickly. Just like, and you can say it again. It's like copy and paste. Almost word for
I
word.
don't know. That's scary.
It very is scary. But you also
This'll
go for it.
this'll probably be more Willow than anyone else.
Yeah. But your knowledge, like I said, with beholders is very good. You know how each eye works. You know how also for thieves guilds, they did also have beholders as like their leader in the sense. And how they're definitely they're not very good. They really like things. And it's best not to piss them off as well. But that they very ugly fucking creatures. And how and why there are people that like to work for them is beyond you. It's very confusing. But you know about their central eye. How it can see ghosts. That whole invisibility thing. And how if there is a beholder, there's a possibility it could see you guys. Whether it could attack you guys, it's very unknown. It's never spoken about if it hasn't ever attacked a ghost or if it has just kind of not given a shit, since ghosts can't always do things. They can be assholes, they can just move shit, but what is this beholder going to do? It's not an actual being. It's an apparition. You could just ignore it. Just be like, you're there. But yeah. That is kind of what you guys are able to make of for beholders and if they are able to see ghosts or not.
As Morgan would be going through that, their hair would be going back to its natural color, pretty much.
Excuse me. So, yeah, it is still up to you guys if you would like to see more around this area, since from what you're able to see, there's not any spirits of any kind around here. You don't even hear any kind of screeching or noises around you besides the dripping of water from... Shit, I can't remember what those kinds of formations are called. Where they're...
Stalagmites or stalactites?
Whichever ones are mostly from the ceiling.
Might
Stalactites.
Those. Yes. You...
tights height to the ceiling.
Yes. Yeah. You would hear the dripping sounds from those kinds of... are they like rocks, I think?
They're like calcium formations.
Yeah, the calcium formations. But you do hear ever so often the dripping sound from one of those those buildups. And that's the most that you can actively hear right now.
I don't think that they'll be able to see us, and if they can, then they might just ignore us. It's a 50-50 as to whether it will.
If you want to take that risk, then I suppose I'll go with you, but I don't think it's wise.
I do have Dimension Door if we are worried at any point. We can just make a very quick exit back to somewhere behind us, the entrance of the sewers, perhaps. But I understand your hesitancy.
I appreciate that. We're just already in a vulnerable state here.
Naturally.
Of course.
Well, I feel like the worst that could probably happen is if that banshee that brought you here manages to find us, but I've been through this area multiple times and you don't see banshees here, like, ever. So, could get very lucky and maybe not find where this thing is and somehow end up on the other side. It would be kind of neat to see if there was a beholder. I mean, I've never seen one, and first time ever hearing of one either. So, I can keep leading us on if you would like.
Of course.
By all means.
Okay. And
Thank you.
Lori just keeps taking you guys onwards. Every so often, for you, Octavia, you would look at the walls around you, and you start to faintly see more of the same symbols of the large circle with the smaller circle on the inside, still with the same arrows, still heading in the same direction. And Nightgale ends up going back onto your shoulder, Elowen, and he seems to be keeping a lookout all around, kind of seeing what is or could be around you guys at any point, just so if something were to happen, he's able to at least let you know as best as he can. But along the way, you guys, it's still rather calm. You don't hear anything besides the constant, every so often, drip sound from very off in the distance. Lori takes you down the path that would take you to the end of the system, and at least as she tells you guys, She's like, "Yep, this is the direction we gotta go," and yep, we gotta go this way, and she just keeps on going, kind of just enjoying her time down here, until you guys come across a lot of these large boxes. Well, not boxes, like crates. A lot of them still intact. There's a couple boxes, crates, that have been destroyed. A lot of the pillars, or the, yeah, a lot of like the wooden parts of the crate up against the wall. Taking note of them, you don't see anything of use around it. Except for you, Octavia, you make out a new symbol this time on the wall.
Okay.
You see what looks like a trying to think of what the symbol would look like. Let me see. I'm looking this up. Wow, that's bad. You see, what does this look like? Can I? Oh, I can't even get a better look at this. Man. Wait, what's the button that I can... Nope, that ain't gonna work. Oh, shit, that's not the button I want. You see the very strange symbol of a big, like, rectangle. You see
Okay.
it goes up with a longer rectangle. You see the same symbol of the large circle with the smaller circle on the inside. And in these, you see written out knock 3. Hold on. I gotta. What is it? Knock 3 on discolored brick. Wait for some. Actually, yeah. Wait for, and then it trails. And looking around the symbol, you see different notes around it with different instructions on them. One saying, knock 3 times on red brick, push after 2 seconds, and then it trails off. And then another one says, ignore red brick, use blue brick. And then you see another one that says, ignore both of those. It's the yellow brick. And then right on the diagonal of that, you see one that looks a little bit fresher, but still slightly rubbed off. Not like rubbed off, but like it's been over time that it has been retouched up, stating new instructions: find discolored brick, push.
Okay.
And that's what you're able to see. And all that, like I said, is in Thieves' Camp.
Octavia takes notes and reiterates this to the party.
Nice.
Does that mean there's
So
like sorry, go for it.
Sorry. So they're contradictory. Deliberately attempting to mislead the reader.
Maybe there is a trap for someone who doesn't read all of it. Or just that they've changed it a few times?
Hmm.
By the sounds of it, sounds like there's something hiding around here. I could try each one, see what happens. Or we just go with whichever one seems more recent. Makes sense to my brain.
Does it look like any of them are more recent than the others?
Hmm. Then what do we do? Do we just go with the one that said new instructions?
I think that might be the best bet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and you see Lori's hands start to glow, and she's just like, "Nope, I, I can't put too much energy now. I put way too much into that door not too long ago. I have to recharge my essence."
Can any of us interact with it?
Yeah, you guys are all able to interact with it.
My God, I am. Ah,
You right?
sorry I've not been interacting much today.
It's
You're all
okay.
good.
I'm so tired. I don't know why.
You're
It's
all
all right.
good.
I'm really enjoying though.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Yeah. Molly will walk up to the wall and say, "Remind me of the most recent instruction."
I think that was just touch Fitness color brick 3 times.
All right. And she does such.
Okay. You look for a brick that looks very discolored, and while most of them look about the same in discoloration, there is one that does stand out as far more like discolored, slightly maybe on purpose. It's hard to tell just because of how long it's been. You go and push, and as you are pushing in as much as you can, it just keeps going until you hear a click. And as you move your hand away, you wait a little bit, and the door that just now appears from the brick starts to move forward as it slowly opens to show a hidden area.
Ooh.
Nicely done.
Very interesting.
That was easier than I thought it would be.
Wow. Whoever made this was very dumb. I mean, as simple as that? But then again, it's in Thieves' Can't. So I guess not many people know it? I assume?
No.
So either you gotta get very lucky on knowing it, or can read it. Interesting.
Is the room lit, or is the light coming from the everywhere else mostly?
The room is very dark.
Mm-hmm.
Lori goes to step in, and even the light that she's like giving off barely does much to illuminate the room by much. Even like with dark vision, it's kind of hard to really see a lot inside.
Yeah.
Nightgale kind of looks around a little bit. And for you, Elowen, you're able to see his eyes kind of go to a brighter red as he's looking. And his eyes stop and he's just like, I think I see some kind of candle or something. There's about half of it, so it could be lit if someone's able to.
Would it be possible to use Sacred Flame to light it?
Yeah.
Actually, I think Prestidigitation could also do that.
True.
Yeah.
Specifically, even.
Can light fires.
Yeah.
Candles, I mean.
Explicitly names candles. So. Oh, but it only has a range of 10 feet. How close are we?
Getting close to like the entrance, you're pretty close to a whole bunch of like candles if you were to use it, so it's
Alright, yeah. Orc will light them.
okay. You do the cantrip and you see a whole boatload of candles just light up. And some of them are varying heights of use, but it is able to illuminate this smallish space pretty well. And you're able to see this place is dusty as fuck. It is very dusty and has a very odd smell of like rotten food, of that, you know, that smell when you got like water on carpet and it's been soaking for a while.
Oh.
Mhm.
That it has that strong smell as well. Looking around and even having like, if you pick up one of the candles and kind of like move it around trying to see like what's all around you, you find that there are quite a bit of books. A lot of them have been like tossed to the side. You see swords that have been dropped in different positions with nobody around them. You don't even see like any blood around you either. It's like people were in such a hurry to get out and grab whatever, but just were gone. Looking more inside, a lot of the books that you can find and like covering, like removing some of the layers of dust, obviously making some people sneeze or cough or whatnot. But looking at some of the books, they're different kinds. Some of them are layouts of the sewer system, and it's very intricate. It is a very, very detailed map that continues on for a lot of pages, giving detailed notes on where certain things are, where certain lines will take you, how some will have notes on how to get to and from a spot if you're stuck. In other books, they are like other sewer systems, like ones in Theabus, and then ones that are in other smaller towns. Trying to think. You even have books about different deadly poisons as well. How you can use different plants and herbs to create poisons of different kinds, and how potent they are. Even in one, I think Elowen, you have one. I think you have a poison that is mentioned in one of the books, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
You see the very poison that was mentioned that you had gotten, I believe, from that apothecary. And
Yes.
it is very detailed. It has a lot of information on how to gather the necessities and how to extract what you're looking for. It even has the different kinds of poisons from different monsters. since for some of them you can extract poison from them. Like I said, different kinds of mushrooms, different kinds of deadly flowers as well. It goes on and on about the different kinds of poisons. You even have cadaver books about different people and their list of how they passed and who they were, very detailed notes. And you even have some just regular old books as well, like cooking books, books about sewing and mending. You even have books about the gods and their documented history, books about just every place known to man, and it's stocked piled in here. Though some of the books have been ruined due to some kind of flooding that could have happened around here. So some of the pages are very soggy still, and turning some of the pages, some of the paper flies out, and even slightly pulling on the paper causes it to tear. Looking more inside, you still find more weapons inside. You find more short swords, some crossbows, a lot of daggers of different kinds, different sizes, some that have messages written in them of different languages. For some, you're able to read. For others, everybody's kind of like, I don't fucking know what that says. Where did this come from? None of which, if you were to use detect magic, none of which have magic tied to it. Very sadly. But the more you keep looking in, what are your guys' active I think it's active perception, right?
If
Passive.
it's not the roll, then it's passive.
Passive. I forgot the word.
10.
10.
That would be 13.
13.
12.
10.
Okay. For... Hold on, you said there's a 10, another 10, 12, and 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, for the 12 and 13, you faintly hear the sound of mumbling coming from behind a door that is slightly cracked. For the two people who had a 10, you don't hear much, but you do see the two people who could hear something. You look over at them and you notice that they're both standing and looking at a cracked open door. And I will say, in the case of Laura, she doesn't even fucking notice shit. She's too much looking at shit that she's trying to read, and it's falling out of her hands a little bit. She's in her own little world.
Molly will, like, reflexively cast invisibility on herself.
Okay. Does anybody want to see what's possibly behind there?
Is there any kind of keyhole in the door, or is it just solid?
It is... It just has a doorknob. There's no keyhole. Like I said, the door is slightly cracked.
Orc will try and peek through the door just a bit.
Okay. You go up to the door and you take a look inside, and it's a little bit hard to see, but with the help of the dark vision, you are able to see a very large creature that is just laying on the ground by the looks of it. You really don't see much past that. But it looks like a big fucking creature. It's big.
That could be it.
Molly, still invisible, goes, I really hope not.
It's too dark to make out, so I could be wrong, but
You see, Elowen, you see Nightgale just hopping over to one of the stands, and he hops onto there and barely manages to get onto Oric's shoulder before he pops his head through. And he looks inside and he's just like, yeah, I can't see too much. It's way too freaking dark in here. But if it is what you guys are thinking, I don't think it's moving, but it's so hard to see.
Oh. That's strange.
Can you see the vague shape of it, perhaps?
Are you asking Oric or Nightgale?
To both.
Nightgale, he says, as he's still staring at it, he's like, it's kind of hard to tell. It's somewhat circular, but it is really hard to tell. There's not much light in this spot. I wonder if it is trying to stay hidden, but I don't know.
We could always leave, you know? Is it really just important for us to be down here? Molly sounds like audibly scared.
I'm inclined to agree. This is quite dangerous.
Yeah, but like I said, what if whatever this is dead? There could be stuff
I mean,
in
could
here.
could we see any kind of movement from it?
Give me a perception check. Yeah, I won't say.
That is a 9.
You try to see.
Can I give Bardic Inspiration out of combat?
I think you
Yes.
can. Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Bardic Inspiration that ass.
Awesome. So that's like a D8, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
All right. That is. All right, now it's a 15.
Yippee!
You go to look back at it, and for a second you are having a hard time seeing that if it's breathing, but you are able to see very faintly slight movement from it. It's very slight and not very much of it, but you can see that.
I definitely don't think it's dead.
Damn, your elf eyes must be better than mine.
Hmm.
Still, I'm a bit curious. I just.
Well, what do we think?
I mean, if it was up to me, I would just go in there just to see, but I'm just a rat.
Came all this way. I can go
Who
in
are
and
we
check.
to argue?
I
Hmm.
said, we came all this way. I can go in and check.
If any
You're
of
not
us go
going
in,
in
we should all
alone.
go in.
If
I'll
it's a
be
beholder,
fine.
magic won't work against it. That is my
Hmm.
main concern.
You guys worry too much.
You don't worry enough.
You
Really.
hear Lori in the back just going, when you worry too much, sometimes you just don't have the confidence to do something you want to do.
Exactly.
My biggest
and I want to go
failure
see
came
it.
from not worrying enough.
That's also fair. You see Laura just coming over to you guys, just like, you're talking about some kind of beholder.
There may be one in that
Yes.
room over there.
Ooh! And you see her just kind of going straight over to it. She's just like, she actually starts to pass through it. She's just going through. You hear on the other side, she's like,
Hmm.
oh. He looks hurt.
What?
Huh?
And you see her coming right back through. She's like, yeah, it kind of looked hurt. Had a lot of markings on it.
Oh goodness! And Octavia's like actually starting to charge the door.
I suppose if it's that, it can't hurt us very easily.
Well, still, don't let your guards down, but...
Who?
Hi, cat.
Meow.
You guys go through?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you guys go through, I assume you guys have like some of the candles with you so you guys can see easily.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys go in. Your candles illuminate the room pretty good. You're able to see around the edge these very big. Hold on, I gotta put the cat on the floor because she's causing my skin to have a reaction. Weird allergies. You
Weird Al.
allergies.
Good owl.
you look around the edge of the room and you see all these bookshelves, all in very nice condition. Minus the books that have been tossed onto the ground. The bookshelves still look fine, except for the books. Definitely don't look good at the moment. You see different boxes and cases all open, all of them with that rotting smell of food in them. And in the center of it is this beholder with different forms of injuries all over its body, some of which are still slowly healing over the time. And you are able to see that on a lot of the eyes, they have all taken some kind of damage to the eyes.
Oh.
So, and you even see that some of the eyes aren't even moving either. But you can see that it is breathing somehow. How beholder.
Octavia very gently holds her hand forward and she says, "We can help you."
For a moment, you don't get a response back, but you do see the beholder speak as you guys walk in, and he goes, "Whoever is here, do not bother me. Let the dying fool die peacefully. I have nothing to offer. I have no money. I have no magic. Just let me pass. It has been too long."
Is it impossible to help you, or are you choosing not to get help?
It's quiet for a little bit before he responds. "Nothing can heal me. I have been in this state for years. It is a slow death
My.
that I must suffer. All my people have
Are
left
you
me.
sure?
It takes a moment before he can respond. Yes. Unless you have a way to cure the things inside me. I highly doubt
I
it.
might.
How can I trust you to be honest? The last people that tried put more poison in me.
That's not very nice.
I
What would
don't
we
think
have to gain
Octavia
from
could
that?
lie or her to fly.
Sorry. I heard two voices.
Quick, my friend asked what would we gain from that, and Morgan, my other friend, asked, well, said they think I wouldn't hurt a fly.
Healing me just won't do anything. I'd rather just die. I can feel my very essence being tugged to a different side. But if you leave me, I guess stay by me as I pass, that could be kind. Even though I have not been the kindest to others. As much as it doesn't matter to me.
Hmm.
I'm just looking at something. But you see him just kind of laying there. His breathing just very faint. And Lori just kind of walks past you guys and goes up to him and just goes, "You must be a beholder. It's very interesting to see one before. I don't know what you could be like if you were a ghost. But maybe you could go somewhere else. Somewhere you're meant to be." And she backs away and she looks at you guys and just goes, "Whoa, I was not expecting that to come out of my mouth. Holy shit. Where did that come from?" I'm usually not that wise. Ugh. Maybe that's part of the past coming back to haunt me. Ugh. I don't like thinking of that. She just kind of walks away and looks at some of the books that are on the floor. And you actually hear the beholder kind of chuckle a little bit. He's like, "You must have been someone around the time I was created. Stuck in a..."
When were you created?
I'm sorry.
When were you created?
Very, very long time. I must be... And he pauses for a second. And he takes in a very long breath before he says, "I think at least over 100,000. I've been around for so long. Have so many things become created."
That's an incredible length of time.
Oh, it very much is. I had a whole guild of people that wanted to be by my side. I don't understand why. I was an ass. But I guess they would do whatever I wanted. Kill whatever I wanted. It was fine. But now knowing that they left me here, at least that I can know of. It's been forever. I didn't even see it coming.
If you don't mind, happened to your eyes?
All I know is I was attacked multiple times. I was trying to heal after they got some of my eyes. But then later on, more groups of people would come by and go after each one until they got to the last one, my center eye. And now I can't see. Now I can't do anything with my magic. Even worse, I can't even defend myself. And I can't get out of this place. I'm just stuck. And more people would come by and say they are here to help me and feed me poison.
Cruel existence.
Yeah. I've just been wanting just to let this poison kill me already, but I think it's one that's lasting way too fucking long. Sucks. I can't even see who you guys are. I don't even know if you're in front of me. One of you already sounded older than everybody, so I don't know. I'll just stay here. Like I said, I don't have anything to offer. I don't have coins. I don't have magic. I don't even have any of my magical items. All I have is books. So just take what you
Books,
want.
you say?
Yeah. Books about everything that I've wanted. I guess one might have been used to hurt me.
I see.
But
Hmm.
And you see him kind of just slumping more onto the ground. And he's still breathing. But you can see off the corner of his mouth a green substance leaking. And it seems to be probably whatever other beings have given him to try and kill him.
Good night, my dear.
As you guys take more in of what you guys see, Lori goes up to y'all and she goes, I do not mean to kind of hush everybody out of here, especially with such a scene, but I heard something out there, and I don't think we need to be in the sewers anymore. I would recommend we get the fuck out of here if that's okay. And you see her
Of course.
hands kind of like stimming with each other, just kind of like, you know how like people will rub their hands with anxiety?
Yeah.
That's what she's doing.
Eloin is just, before leaving, going to quickly use prestidigitation to materialize a temporary flower, at least in the spirit world, in front of this battered beholder.
You do that, and Nightingale, as he gets back on your shoulder, kind of sees that, and he kind of nods in agreement to what you have done, but doesn't like try to say it out loud. Just like a silent, like, yeah.
Molly's going to look around and go, anyone want a quick trip up? I can take one person with me through the dimension door.
I mean, we're very close to one of the doors that can lead us out. It's not too far away. Hopefully you guys
I
are,
suppose.
I mean, as long as
Safety
you
in
guys,
numbers would be better.
yeah, as long as you guys can run very fast.
Ah. The offer stands if any of us get in trouble.
Yeah. And as you guys go to leave the room and start heading in the direction that Lori takes you, you hear behind you a very distant scream. The same unhumanoid like scream. And Lori just calls to you guys and goes, "Don't look back, don't look back, just do not look back, okay? Please don't do that. It might make it upset. We just gotta keep on going." And you see her pace going quicker as she takes you guys as quickly as she possibly can, as quickly as you guys can possibly can, up a very steep staircase. Along the way, one of the steps kind of breaks off after your foot leaves it, and you see the plank of wood just kind of tumbling down the steep decline below, and you hear it make contact with something. And in that second of like nothingness, you hear the same screech once more, but slightly closer. And Lori just keeps reiterating, "Don't look back, don't look back, don't look back, just do not look back, do not acknowledge it, just keep going, we're almost there." And just as she gets to like the last part of her sentence, she, with all of the energy and essence that she has, she pushes open the door, and it actually flies off the handle. And you guys burst through the other side of the door, and you see her making her way past some of the crowds of people as you follow as quickly as possible behind her. And you hear a lot of commotion as you guys follow behind, of people asking questions like, "What's going on, what's going on?" And some going, "Oh shit, it's the Banshee, we hide," and whatnot. And just as you guys start to make your way back to your camp, you see, for you, Orc, you've seen this man before. The rest of you, for the most part, you've only have drawings to go based off of what this person looks like, but you see Zolo in front, looking at you guys with pure confusion on how the fuck you guys are here. And Lori sees the individual and screams out, "Please take them back to the mortal plane. They need to get out of here safely, and they need to go back to bed. They need to get out of here. Please just fucking take them. You are the god of death. I acknowledge that now, but please take them, please." And the god,
Hello.
the god looks at you guys with wild confusion, like, how are you guys here?"
I'm a big fan.
"Oh,
I'd ask to shake your hand, but I'm not sure what effect that would have on a mortal.
oh, well," and you see his hands coming out, and you see one hand that is a normal skin color, and the other one that is like a black essence with a skeletal hand and arm that goes mostly further up, and you see like stars and speckles all around that part of his hands. And he's like, well, obviously, I can't. Either hand will kill you."
No worries.
Um,
I presumed so.
yeah, and he looks up ahead of you guys and sees the Banshee's like, "Oh shit, yeah, I should get you guys back to the mortal plane. Hold on, let me," and you see his hands, kind of make different symbols and different motions as a bright light engulfs all of you, And you hear Lori in the distance go, "I'm sorry for everything that happened. I hope you visit, but then again, I know it won't be safe." And it cuts out at the last
Make
part.
fun of your work.
It cuts out as you are brought back to the mortal plane as the sunrise begins to show through. You guys are now left with everybody still asleep. You don't see any of those rat creatures around, to which Nightgale pretty much is happy with that. He even goes, "Yes, they're gone. I'm safe. I'm going back into skeleton body." And you just see him scurry off of Elowin's shoulder and into one of the skeleton's rib cage. And Zolo looks at you guys and just goes, "Oh, I hate that. Please don't ever go back to the spirit realm. It's not safe for mortals."
I had no intentions of it.
Good.
Wasn't our plans in the first place exactly?
Yeah. Let me guess, Banshee.
Indeed.
Ugh. I hate those things. They're their own creations. But you guys are safe. Definitely, I would recommend finding somebody who can give you a charm that can protect you guys from that thing.
Of course.
Along with definitely getting good amounts of sleep. Maybe taking shelter in one of the houses around here that is still intact. So, yeah. I need to go back to my job. I can feel the calling of someone dying, so I'll hopefully not have to see you guys for a while. Hopefully. Especially you, Oric.
Ideally not.
And especially for some of you as well. I don't want to be having to fetch your soul. So, bye. And you see his body contort as it goes into a black void as it just pops out of existence.
I was almost half hoping to see a phantom down there.
You hear someone off in the far distance just going, "Phantom. Damn you. My chandelier." But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end the session.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Fun session.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will go say bye to stream and I will be right back.
Okie dokie.
Nice
Good
one.
stream.
Bye bye,
See
stream.
you.
So yeah, that was the one shot for the Halloween season. Thank you all for coming and joining us. Happy Halloween, happy Samhain for those who celebrate. Happy to those who are eating candy. Have fun with that. Hopefully everybody has a safe rest of the year. Past this, I think we are going to have a couple more sessions, and then right before Christmas / Yule, we're going to be taking a break until sometime in January. I will make note of when that will be, but I will hopefully see you guys next session. So yeah, bye!